What's good, Pack Nation? Welcome to Packin with Gary. It's Mindset Monday. So that means we start our week out on a positive note. All right, our vibes are high. We're going to discuss only positive things on this video and in the comments. Okay, so I'll start out. Paul has found his shot. I'm going to keep talking about it as long as he stays hot. We don't want to overlook this. Give credit where credit is due. It changes our offense. It really helps us be way more dynamic. Um, And we're 2 games in on him having this thing figured out. So hopefully he keeps it going. All right. Copeland is an NBA level point guard. I didn't think we were getting that before he got here, but he's here and he's doing his thing. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, he still has his turnovers here and there where he's trying to do a little bit too much. But if he's giving us 2 turnovers of like 7, 8 assists, I'm here for that. That's all good. In other news, the John Wall Invitational is going on, starting on the 26th, I believe. So they're still playing. For those of you that don't know, that is a high school basketball tournament that's played at Broughton. Has a lot of good talent um, coming through and playing from different places across the U.S. and it allows us to be right here in our backyard to go recruit, right, and lay eyes on some of these guys instead of having to rely on, the scouting sites and everything. So that's a plus. We've been present. Our GM's been there. Wade's there. We got our staff there. The players, I've seen them in a couple of photos. Now, who I haven't seen, Darian Williams. And that's a good thing because he need to be back at home in the gym. All right. And I don't mean on campus. I'm talking about California, West Coast, living in the gym. So hopefully, goes back home, get some good home cooking, and comes back ready to get to work. Okay. Expecting a different Darian when he gets back because I'm sure he's working hard right now. So, we have the matchup with Wake Forest on New Year's Eve. And right now, ESPN matchup has us favored a lot heavier than I thought they would. It's like 78.3 to 21.7. So, yeah, that's good. That's some positive things here for us. Pack Nation, show up. Okay. I know it's in the middle of the day, but for those of you that don't have to work or took the day off, you should show up, show out. We also get a chance to play top 25 team at home on Saturday. So definitely show up and get excited about that. It's an early game. It's 11 o'clock. No problem. Get in there, root on the pack, take care of your team, and then the rest of your day to do whatever. My wife says she likes the earlier games because it makes her feel like she's got the rest of her day left to be productive. So sure, that's the way you can look at it. Get there early, cheer on the pack. Let's get this top 25 dub and go about our weekend. All right. So yeah, I'm calling for 2 W's this week. I see that coming. That's in the cards. Now, I've told you all about my friend that's a Carolina fan, right? This guy has too much confidence right now. I mean, they all do. They really think, based off of this start, that they're almost unbeatable. But I feel like when they come to play us, it's gonna be a long ride back to Chapel Hill that day. Okay? Because they're leaving with an L. Not coming to Raleigh and getting a W. I hate to let them know that. But hey, leaving with an L. I'm saying it in December. And when it happens, they can say, he told us this last year in 2025. You're coming to Raleigh to catch a L. I'll say this. I think they are closer to their ceiling than we are. Yeah, they're getting back their leader, their senior leader, but he has to mesh with what they have going on already, right? Which can be complicated sometimes, especially if he wants to come back and be the man, because That's not going to happen. The freshman has taken that. But for us, we're it's only up from here. All right, we're growing and we're getting better. So it's gonna be a long day. All right, so let's talk about Deron Rippey Jr. Okay, I think we get him. Speaking into existence. Okay, if you haven't seen, our GM was up there to watch his game this past week. Most people are saying he's a lean towards Duke at this point. It's between us and Duke. And if it's a bidding war, yeah, we know how that's going to end. But if that kid wants to come and play at a school where he's going to be able to show his talents, play his style, and get on the court and really just, show what he can do and get to the next level, Durham's not it. He needs to come to Raleigh to get that done. And I think that's what he decides to do. I think a good amount of people wrote us off for Cole Clower, and we pulled that off. This is his boy. It's a chance we could do it again. And I'm speaking it, saying we're going to. Let them come, play together, turn the whole program around. But we all know if this guy, one of the best point guards in the nation, comes to our school, the hype's going to be crazy next year, right? It was already a little wild this past year. It's really going to be crazy because everybody in the portal is going to be like, okay, Wade's got something cooking over there, and we're going to get another gem out the portal. So super excited about that. Okay. Now, if for some reason this guy doesn't come to our school, do not let that ruin your week because we're going to get a stud in the portal. Okay. We're going to do it. So don't worry about that. If we don't get our freshman dynamic point guard, we will get a more proven one that we can throw some money at. So it's okay. So what are your positive vibes for the week? Share in the comments. Let us know. And please turn on your notifications so you'll be alerted when the next video drops. And like always, like, subscribe, and share. And go Pack.